Do you not carry around an umbrella?
I do. I just am dumb about it.
I feel like I started like a little intro here. We got Adam Gilbert walking in the studio now, bro. If I can have you take off your shoes. Yeah, very Japanese household.
Hey.
You're off camera now, so people don't know that you didn't take off your shoes. The first thing that you do, you're supposed to take off your shoes, brother.
I didn't even think about it. My bad.
How you doing, man? Adam Gilbert, wet as a dolphin, man. I can't really carry out umbrellas just because it's too much of a hassle. You got to carry it around the rest of the night. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Man?
Adam Gilbert,
second
time on the Ted Jones World podcast.
Oh, come on.
Adjust this light, dude. So tonight we got the Ted Jones Comedy Show, bro.
Look at that, Moxie.
Yeah, bro.
What is this Moxie place
we're
like?
Fired up. So it's a new hotel. They have you heard of the Moxie brand before?
No.
So they have a number of hotels throughout New York City, East Village, Chelsea, Lower East Side, Times Square, and they actually have one in Chicago.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, so where you're from. But it's a big chain, like a Marriott chain, and they have a great space for us. So it's gonna be fresh, dude.
Very sick.
Adam's on the show. I don't know if I just made that clear.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be tight.
So we're hanging for a moment. Yeah, dude. I'm excited. Got a lot of family members at the show tonight. So
man.
we gotta bring our A+ freaking game, buddy.
So it's gonna be dirty, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I think like there's gotta be some point where, you just put the wall in front. You know, like when you're on stage and you're just like, I don't care who's in the crowd, like I gotta do what I gotta do.
I'm like that with everybody except for my mother. If my mom's in the show, I bomb every time.
Really?
I get too nervous. I don't know.
How many times has she seen you? Like a lot?
3 or 4.
Oh, that's not that much though.
Yeah, I don't. There's a reason for that.
You don't
I
mind if you don't mind if your dad's in the.
Well, it is dad, so he's always there. Praise be.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding. No, he is dead.
Okay.
But no. Yeah, he was. I did okay in front of him, but yeah, it usually was in front of your parents. It's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. What about you?
Do you do a lot in front of your parents?
Yeah, dude. Because almost every time we have the show, like one of my 4 other family members will come to a show. So either one of my 2 sisters, or my mom, or my dad, and like their boyfriend or girlfriend. So like I've just kind of been doing the show the past 2 or 2.5 years with one of them at the show. So it's been fine.
Okay.
Easy to adjust.
Well, then that's good, man.
Yeah, it's solid. I'm pumped. Should be a good show tonight. Dude, I've been getting the playlist ready a little bit. You been firing up this new Miley Cyrus or what?
Bro, I have not. I liked her album that she made that was like the rock album.
I don't know much about her discography, but she came out with this new song. It's like, I can buy myself flowers.
Okay. Are we going to bump it on the way there?
Put my hand in the sand. Yeah, for sure.
I want to hear this because I like Miley.
Sure. I do too, bro. I think she had like a tough couple years with her husband situation.
Did she get married?
Yeah, dude, she was married to like Liam Hemsworth. Or Chris Hemsworth, bro. One of them.
Liam. Yeah, that's right. Liam.
The guy who was in Game of Thrones. Is that Liam or Chris?
It was Liam.
Not Game
Chris
of Thrones,
Thor.
my bad. What's that fucking... That's like
Hunger
Game of
Games.
Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro.
That's us.
Yeah, Liam. Oh, man. Damn, dude.
He's a hunk, bro.
He's a hunk.
He broke her heart, bro.
Dude, Liam. Miley's a girl hunk.
She's a girl hunk. She's a gunk.
She's a gunk, dude.
She's fresh. I mean, it's a jam that like most females are at the prime in their career and attractiveness wise before like 28, you know? Hate to say it. I don't need to be controversial here. Why are you giving me a face?
You're out of your damn mind. Man, Jennifer Lopez has still got it. Man.
That's true. But when do you think she was at her peak? Is she like not peaked yet? You think like J-Lo at 60 is going to be money?
She's peaking at 90, dude. She's got it all the way going, man. Oh, no.
J-Lo, Beyonce is about to do a concert in Dubai and she's getting paid 24 mil for it. Did you see this?
You're calling that past her peak? That's coming up, baby.
Well, that's financial wise, brother.
That's financial. She's still a babe and a half.
She's still a babe and a half.
Yeah. Oh man, I would be like,
that.
"What's up, Beyonce?
Yeah,
how you doing?
Like, what's up, Adam G Comedy?
Adam G Comedy, how you doing?"
Goocherton?
And she'd be like, "Your hair is a mess."
You got a few spots tonight, dude.
I got 3.
Well, maybe if you had an umbrella, your hair would be a mess. But it looks good, dude.
I fucked up. I forgot
look at the mirror.
Umbrella, man.
Look at yourself. Do a quick zoom in on the guy.
Oh man.
Also, smile for the camera. We're doing a zoom in on that hair, dude.
Yo,
Smile.
what's up, dude?
What's up?
What's up, dude?
3 spots tonight, though.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to work a little hard.
All right, good. Right? So we're starting you off at the Ted Jones Comedy Show right after I rip through them, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great venue. Looks like we're gonna be in partnerships with them for a little bit, so I'm pumped.
Get the heck out of here.
Great, man.
Nice, man.
Great.
Should
cool.
be fun.
Very cool. What have you been up to since the last time you were here? You were here like 2.5 months ago.
Oh my God, was it that long ago?
Was it? I don't know. We'll have to look back through maybe 2 months. Fuck. 8 weeks.
It was a long time, man. I got a job. I was just doing a day job downtown because New York is very expensive.
Right.
It's much easier with a little jobby job.
Yeah.
Go to during the day. So I just walked over from my office to here. And, yeah.
Nice. Do you have any plans to go back home? Or did you go back home over the holidays? How did that look?
My mom lives in Arizona.
Oh,
so
nice.
I went there for Christmas. And then, like, in November for Thanksgiving, I visited some family in Tampa.
Where in Arizona does she live?
She lives in Tucson.
You don't want to get so... Dude, I used to go to Tucson, Arizona, and play the Copper Bowl, this junior tennis tournament.
Dude, it's nice.
And, like, it started on January 1st and then went to like January 6th. So I was usually like out of there by the 3rd or 4th. Yeah. But we stay at the Best Western, me and like 10 other kids who played in the tournament. We'd all travel there from New York City. Some like dark times in my life in Tucson, but also some bright times.
Whoa.
The dark times when like, I lost tennis matches and I was not fired up about it.
Damn.
Sometimes you're going to lose, bro.
Sometimes you're one love, sometimes you're love one, dude. Flip it. Bam.
That's fresh. I was watching Michael Jordan motivation earlier today. He's like, I missed 9,000 shots in my career. In order for me to succeed, I had to fail. And I was like, yo, let's go, son. So I'm fired up for tonight.
Yeah, you got to clip that Michael Jordan impression there.
Which one? It was a good one?
It sounded like Tommy Lee Jones.
Dude, speaking of Tommy Lee, not Tommy Lee Jones. Oh, well, that's fresh. My last name is Jones. And also Tommy Lee was in the news recently because Pamela Anderson was talking about how he was like the only real love of her life, bro, after her crazy life. She was like the first sex tape.
Dude, Motley Crue rules.
Yeah,
I got
a
Motley
fan?
Crue like a year and a half ago, 2 years, like just one summer, just walking around Chicago, just listening to
Oh, that's
Kickstart
hard.
My Heart. Yeah, it rips, dude. I was like, fuck yeah.
What's like the best known Motley Crue song?
Kickstart My Heart rules. I don't know. They got good ones.
They've got some bangers.
They got some bangers, dude.
Did you watch that Hulu series, Pam and Tommy?
No, it looked good.
It was good.
But I haven't seen it. It's
For
good?
those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, they just did the story of Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee together in, I guess, the early 90s was probably around the date. And then...
Yeah, now she's doing a revenge show in real life. Pamela Anderson is getting back at Hulu and doing her own Netflix thing.
No.
This is happening now, dude.
What do you mean getting back at Hulu? Because like she had no part to do in the story?
Yeah, she's like, no, that's not how it really happened. So now everybody's doing that now, dude. Like, I think...
like Madoff's coming out of the woodwork. He's like, it didn't happen like that. Buddy,
dude,
you're dead.
For the Winning Time guys, like Magic Johnson and all those guys, they're making their own version of the real story of the Lakers.
That one with like on HBO.
Yeah, the HBO one. That was really good. The Hulu's making a new one that's actually with Magic, and they're like, no, that was all bullshit. It's even called The Real Story.
Yeah, see, I think some of these networks are sprinkling in too much Hollywood in the shows, and then the people who like the events actually happen to, they're like, yo, that is way too Hollywooded out.
It's cable
it's
again,
up.
dude. It's everything's cyclical, man. It's all gonna be cable again.
What do you mean? How?
Dude, I mean, it was Netflix. That was the big one. It had literally everything. Now it's Netflix, HBO, Hulu, Prime. It's just gonna be channels, but instead of numbers, it's gonna be the name.
Oh,
the
right.
app.
So it's like Apple TV, but it will be like channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, kind of something like that.
Maybe it won't be the numbers, but like it already feels like it.
Yeah.
I got Roku. And it's the same thing. I'm like, it's like on demand practically.
Yeah, I mean, I use my mom's YouTube TV subscription.
Ooh, how do you like that?
It's high, but like I only would watch it if I'm watching like a football Saturday college game
sports,
or it's really only good for sports in my opinion. Like I'm a big Australian Open tennis fan, so it's good for that. But besides that, Hulu has like the outside courts on the Australian Open, which is a crazy deal. I don't know how they negotiated
What do you
that.
mean outside? I don't know much about tennis.
So tennis, they have in Grand Slams, they have 4 Grand Slams a year, and each Grand Slam they have 128 competitors. So in the first round, the 128 play, then it goes 64, then 32, 16, 8, 4. What?
No, I'm just thinking. No, you just know a lot about tennis.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just impressed by the tennis knowledge.
My guy.
I'm allowed to be.
You knew I played in college,
excited
right?
about this.
Dude, look at this. I got the players' passes here.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. I was top dog in freaking tennis. All right, well, I showed this. You guys know what I'm talking about. The credentials, whatever.
That's pretty sick.
So basically, that's like why I went out to the Copper Bowl in Tucson. You know, like, dude, I was traveling when I was younger. Anyway, so the outer courts for the Australian Open, like, let's say Roger Federer, for example, didn't play this year, but he plays like one of the worst guys in the tournament. Maybe not the worst, but like that would be on center court, right? Because it's Roger Federer. He's the best player.
Yeah.
So they have probably like 20 courts at all the Grand Slams, and they'll have like 2 people who are ranked 50 and 60 in the world play each other in the first round, and that's not going to be on national television.
Yeah.
But Hulu, or like the Australian Open, has cameras already on all the courts.
Oh.
So for Hulu, you can turn on like court 7, and there's no announcers, but you could just see the match and see what's going on, which is like a cool aspect.
Far out, man. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Do you ever play sports growing up?
No, man, but tennis sounds kind of sick.
Yeah, it's a sport that like will stick with you the rest of your life. It's just tough because you can't go out like on the court with your girlfriend or like your boy and just play tennis because it doesn't exist. Like, it's not like shooting a basketball where, you know, maybe you'll make 1 in every 6 shots. But luck. It's like tennis. You have to be hitting it back and forth. consistently.
That would actually be kind of sick, dude. I want to do tennis, bro. I like a lot of like outdoor activity. Like I like hiking. I'm like kayaker, dude. I love
kayaking.
Yeah,
where would you kayak though? Like growing up?
I mean,
or recently
in Indiana, there was like a little kayak.
Oh shit! There's like canals and shit.
Yeah, you could go downtown and just kind of go through the riverway. In Chicago, I got kayak and did the sunset tour, and kayaked all along through downtown Chicago at night. It was so cool.
Is that like in the lake though, or what is that body of water described as in Chicago?
Have you been to Chicago?
Yeah, I went to the last time we spoke about it. I went to the Den. I opened for my buddy Giulio Gallerati. I told you about that. Yeah.
Did you go downtown at all?
Yeah, I went to they have all the skyscrapers near the Sears Tower, right on the water.
That's right. So there's like that little there's like a channel, man. So it like goes from like Goose Island to and that's where you pick up your kayak or your pontoon if you're really feeling frisky, and then you take it through the Chicago River. And then, you can kind of see out into the ocean, but you don't really want to go all the way out there because there's all these big boats and shit.
Right.
And then you just come back and it's really, really grueling on your arms, but it just rips.
One of the cooler things about Chicago is that strip of, I guess, just tall buildings right on the lake or water, whatever it is. It's just so funny that people will live on that and then they can't even open their door because it's so freezing outside.
Yeah.
What's the difference between weather here in New York City and the weather in Chicago? It's obviously different, but how dramatically different?
Everybody here has been telling me this is the warmest winter of all time.
Yes, facts.
So
it's crazy.
I didn't know if that was just New York compared to Chicago or just climate change. So I really have no idea.
I think a little bit of both.
Snow, Chicago's just way more snowy and icy. Even right now, I look at the weather and look at Indiana, where I'm from originally, and Chicago, and I'll look at the weather, and it's colder there than here.
But it doesn't have the windy symbol all the time on it. The weather app now has the windy symbol. If you guys pop up your iPhone, it just says massive amount of wind. Does Chicago always have that?
Yeah, it did a lot. Manhattan, I think, has that a lot too.
Really?
Honestly, dude, anywhere that's a big city with those skyscrapers and shit.
Right. It's just wind tunnels.
I think that's really it. It's windy as hell, but yeah. I mean, that's not even why. I don't even think that's why they called it the Windy City. They called it the Windy City because New Yorkers called it the Windy City in the 1800s because they were such arrogant little dicks. They were we'll take the world's fair.
And dude, last time you were on the pod, you told me about the Chicago fire.
Goddamn right I did.
Which I freaking did not know about, which is fucked up.
That's
but
right.
It's also not my fault, dude. I went to school and sat through those boring ass history lessons that didn't talk about the Chicago fire.
You grew up here, right?
Yes.
Nice. What was
6 weeks in Jersey and then the rest of my life here, but except for college. I went to UConn.
What was school like in New York?
It was a little bit different because of the amount of, I think, freedom that we had. I don't want to say before school because no one really has freedom before school, but after school, being able to take the subway when I was 13 with my boys, go to the Upper West Side, and then be able to come back downtown without my parents really having to pay so much attention to me. So it forced us, the kids growing up in the city, forced us to grow up faster, but we saw a lot of shit that maybe I wouldn't want my 13 or 14-year-old kid to see.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
What? Did you see guys
it's just like the drinking, some drugs early. Maybe some kids would sneak into their parents' medicine cabinet type shit.
Yeah.
Kids were, diagnosed with ADD or ADHD just because maybe of their environment, being in the city, everything's crazy, Times Square. But if I had to do it over again, like, bro, I came out great for the most part. And like, I'm not a drug addict. I'm good. I just smoke a lot of nugget, which is legal now, bro.
That's right, dude.
Do we talk about this? You ever smoke nugget?
Yeah. What? You mean weed?
Yeah.
I've never heard smoke nugget in my life. You ever smoke nugget? Haven't we smoked nugget before?
You and I?
I thought we did. Maybe I'm.
No, we'll puff the cheeb though.
We'll puff the cheeb, bro.
I'm deal.
I'll deal.
Because I talked to you, dude. Because as soon as I landed in Chicago when I was there, first thing I did went to the dispensary.
The dispensaries are really cool there in New York. We just became legal. I feel like we can't judge them yet. I kind of dig it though. Because the smoke shop near my house just got a credit card reader, so I don't have to use the ATM anymore. I can just go in and just Apple Pay. That
honestly seems like every place though now. Like I haven't had any issues with my Apple Pay
rules.
Like a few months ago, maybe some people would be like only debit cards or only cash, but now it just seems like everywhere is Apple Store.
Capital One Apple Pay showing a charge for weed.
Or it just says like whatever the LLC name is. Good Nugget LLC. You know what I mean? But I'm really looking forward to when I will know exactly what I'm smoking. Like I still pick up from a dude who's the man, and I trust him, and always when I pick up from him, it's good. But I want to be able to go into the dispensary and talk to someone like it's a bottle of wine. Or it's an Apple product, something where they're super knowledgeable and you don't have to worry about getting too high, not too high, eating too many gummies. Which has been known to happen.
Dude, I think we're going to find out in like 10, 15 years, indica sativa doesn't mean a fucking thing.
Well, I think sometimes though, when I do smoke indica, like I do feel like in the couch.
I do too. I always choose indica, but it feels like it's something I just like was told works. Like it feels like it's just something I'm telling myself. Yeah, I'm going to get sleepy, and then I get sleep, like hypnotizing yourself.
I think sometimes, though...
A little placebo?
A little placebo, yeah. But I think sometimes, bro, it's just really too strong, and I'll just feel like, this is in the couch. That's funny you smoke indicas, so do you not smoke, like, socially?
No, I do. I just like to, like... I usually smoke after stuff. Because, I'm a busy guy. Like on a weekend, maybe a little sativa now and again. That's kind of nice.
What kind of food are you eating in New York City?
Dude, I'm eating.
Good?
My buddy Mike Timlin he's a butcher at Chelsea Market, and I finally tried his. He's been trying to get me to go forever. Finally tried that pastrami that he made.
Oh wow!
Best pastrami sandwich I've ever had.
I used to be a big pastrami sandwich.
Now you're vegan,
Before I was vegan, exactly, dude.
That's right.
I have some fake meat in my refrigerator, tofurkey, which is good. Nice. I don't mind it. People will say it's so bad for you, all this shit, but I'm like, you know what? I'd rather eat that salty crap with some ingredients I don't know than eat potentially carcinogenic meat.
He's right. Do you have any fake cheese?
No, bro, we talked about.
We gotta have volume 2.
We run the clip.
Volume 2, man. Volume 2.
The fucking clip.
Run it back. You guys figured out sweets. Period.
But
you haven't figured out cheese. You have no idea what to do with cheese.
You're right, dude.
You have a place? I don't know.
No, dude. We haven't figured out cheese. We gotta figure out the cheese, bro. I know. Well, I don't know.
I thought you were gonna tell me a good cheese hookup, but no, you just left me hanging. Yeah,
I just rolled it.
Do you have any fake cheese in the house?
Right now, no, bro, because I try not to sometimes eat the cheese.
Yeah, because you know it's bad.
Just because if I can avoid something, then like whatever, it's fine. Like sometimes if I get a burrito bowl or whatever, I'll cut back on the Cholula cream stuff. Just because sometimes when they're making these bowls these days, bro, there's too many ingredients. Like I don't want the hummus and the tahini and the harissa hot sauce. You know, like that's too that's.
You're a lentil freak, aren't you?
Very like soupy.
Yeah,
I guess
you love lentils, dude.
Right, legume.
I bet you love lentils.
Yeah, bro. Those things bang protein, bro.
Yeah.
Of course.
I went to Cabo yesterday, man.
Dude, speaking that's what I was talking about, by the way. I was talking about the tahini, the harissa, and the freaking hummus, and you're like, fuck, that's too many. And
It's
then just get the
kava.
soup, but kava's the best, bro.
Yeah, those lentils are so fucking
Yeah, me
good.
and my boys call it gawa. You know, like kava. Gawa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you do that one more time for the...
Gawa.
yeah,
I usually
that's good.
convulse after.
Gawa.
Yeah, gawa.
You want to get you gave it?
Yeah, gawa.
You gave it.
We just do a commercial for them. Gawa.
Gave it. Come on, Daddy, gave it.
Come on down to gawa.
Have a big gaver. Have a bit of gaver.
I used to go to one of the first ones on 24th and Park.
This started here?
No, it started two like Georgetown kids created it, and like first one was in DC.
It's always some two Georgetown
dude.
fuckers.
Georgetown kids. You hear about this scandal, what was it, Varsity Blues scandal? You never heard of that? This guy who was faking like SAT scores to get their kids to go to colleges and pretend that they played sports. You never heard of this scandal?
No.
So there's this guy who was the coach of Georgetown tennis, Gordy Ernst, and he like had always he always had his hands all over the place, and he was recruiting people to like play tennis on the team, but they weren't actually going to play tennis. It was just some rich kid's dad saying that he played tennis. So Gordy would tell the admissions people, he's like, yeah, he's going to walk onto the tennis team, and play. And meanwhile, he gets in, no regard for the tennis team, was never supposed to play. But the admissions guy who's like trying to get all these rich kids into good schools, he would reach out to the tennis team coach. He would reach out to the water polo team at UCLA, reach out to the soccer team at Yale. So like this huge scandal that got kids who were just normal rich kids with decent grades, that level up, that level.
Isn't that fucking insane that like to learn you have to be really good at like tennis or something like that? Like, can't you just fucking like just go because you want to
get into school?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I mean, it's got to be tough these days. Where'd you go to college again?
Dude, I went to a city college. I went to Purdue Fort Wayne.
But like, bro,
before that, I went to a community college.
Right, but like, no offense, if you want to separate yourself out from the guys who are going to Purdue Fort Wayne, you got to do a ton of different shit because a lot of kids want to go to college, and especially if you're like at a background where maybe you're less fortunate. I think college admissions people look at somebody who's less fortunate and people who are on the same plateau, but like the kid who's like a little bit less fortunate might get in over the kid who's maybe more fortunate with some sort of financial aid or whatever. So it's competitive as a guy like us growing up. But I think we're going to slowly start to see maybe college tuition come down a little bit because people want to go to YouTube University. Like looking back on my college experience, bro, if I went to YouTube University,
what's YouTube
just
University?
Watching YouTube videos and being like, I don't know how to do this. Let's watch a 10-minute video.
Oh, I like that.
You know what I mean?
University.
Instead of going to class, spending $20,000 for that semester on like art history, some shit that like I don't want to focus on or whatever. Did you graduate?
Yeah. I was a psych major.
I was a journalism major, bro.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I had like this, it was UConn Tonight TV, and I would just it was funny, I watched some of like the old clips from like 10 years ago. I had a podcast basically and would just go around UConn talking to students, messing around with them.
Yeah, you'd be like, hey, what's up? It's Teddy Talk.
Yeah, literally.
And
there you go, dude. And then friggin' TED Talk stole my jam.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah,
you probably hated that. When TED Talks came out.
Yeah, exactly. Now Ted will do a TED Talk. Eventually, we'll see. We'll see, man. So what are you looking forward to at the beginning of this year, 2023?
Bro. Just, I don't know, man. Just working harder and also just trying to relax and trying to compartmentalize. It's my first full year here, so just trying to, be a person, I guess.
You ever meditate?
No, you were like the second person that said that to me today. I gotta start meditating.
Or just like, dude, for me, the gym is my meditation.
I need to do it.
To be honest. Or like I'll take a nap. There's a little meditation. I took like a 20-minute nap before you came over here. If I seem more rested.
Naps are amazing. But if I take a nap and I have a show that night, I'm not doing that show.
Really?
No. If I go back home to my house, I'm not leaving the house. Are you kidding me? No.
Especially on a night like tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to stay out. Man.
How are you going to get from show to show? Subway? You can figure it out?
Maybe. It depends on how early we get out from Moxie. I might take the subway and then I might just Uber it. We'll see. Yeah. Get a little cabbie. Yeah, you know the game.
Except in the rain, bro. It's through the freaking roof.
You think so?
Probably.
Oh, God.
Maybe like usually the 15, and then maybe the rain will give it like 18 or 19. So maybe not that bad, but definitely the rain is affected by it. Do you ever get into the yellow cabs or no? Just strictly Uber?
I do Curb.
Yeah. So a yellow cab will come to you when you do Curb?
Yeah. Do you not use Curb?
Wow.
They don't do Surge.
Wow, dude. That's a very unorthodox move, IMO.
Really?
To order a cab on Curb.
You don't use Curb?
Something my grandma would do, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, just... dude, nobody orders cabs on Curb.
Nobody orders Curb?
Nobody orders yellow cabs, dude. You go outside, you stick your hand out like a normal New Yorker.
Yeah, but then what if they don't stop? What if they don't see me in the rain? Think about that.
I guess you got a good point. If they don't see you in the rain, you Curb.
One time, instead of doing the Curb app, I just went up to a cab and got in it.
Let's go. Normal
and
New Yorker.
I was like, all right, how much is it going to be? And he went, $20. And
is he off duty?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. And
Why did you ask him though?
I don't know, bro.
That's just
I felt bad, and then I just gave him $20 to take me from downtown Brooklyn to Crown Heights.
You're like, how much is this gonna be? The meter's on. He's like, no, just give me $20.
Yeah, that's why I do the Curb app. So it's in paper. It's in writing.
Yeah. That's true.
That's $15. Me and Ted's grandma.
Uber's good. I like Uber.
Uber's all right. I'll do the shared too. I bet the shared's back.
Oh, is it?
It's super cheap. No, it's nice.
I was riding the city bike a lot. I think the first time you came on the pod. I have since not been doing it. Just because I like to walk too, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be stressed riding the bike. My mom's always on me. You wearing your helmet?
You should.
I know.
Tonight.
That's true. You're right. Totally. I agree. Somebody should. Huh?
I didn't see as many bikes out tonight.
Yeah, I don't think you really.
In the rain?
You should.
Fuck that.
You should.
That's not
dark
safe.
in the rain. Mm-hmm. 2 wheels.
This is now the grandma podcast.
Yeah, literally. Grandma's loving it. Well, bro, my grandma loves this podcast. Shout out Grandma Ruth. Hopefully she'll be at the show tonight.
Shout out Ruth, man.
Yeah, she's fresh. She's dope.
Hell yeah, Ruth rules. How old's Ruth?
Old enough to be my grandma. I don't know if I'm allowed to,
Hell yeah,
grandma
dude.
rule, grandparents rules. You can't be blowing up their spot.
That's grandma code. Yeah,
are.
you can't blow up the spot. Hell yeah.
You see Avatar 2 or what?
Dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah?
I loved Avatar 2.
Yeah?
Oh man.
How many times did you pee?
None. I took a little bit of mushrooms and I went to go see Avatar.
You didn't pee one time throughout the whole movie of Avatar?
No.
Wow.
I liked it. I was like...
That doesn't mean you didn't like it if you had to pee.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I don't know. I peed before I got there.
And you held it in for 3.5 hours?
Yeah, it wasn't
Good for
3.5.
you,
Yeah, it was. It was close.
Well, because they have the previews also for other movies, I'm sure, before it.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
So it might have even been more than 3.5.
That's right, dude. Yeah, no, I peed a couple of times before I got there.
Okay, so you took mushrooms, like chocolate mushrooms or actual?
Yeah, I took a little bite of chocolate mushroom.
And you were feeling it or no?
I was feeling it, but more just yeah, this is chill. Last weekend I took more and I kind of had a good time. But when I went to Avatar, I just took a little nibble and I was like, this movie rules. It's just a movie enhancer, Mm-hmm. But Avatar 2, isn't that so pretty?
I haven't even seen it yet, dude. I'm just the
water does it for you.
In the water in the movie, they have waterfalls and shit.
They go underwater. There's all these alien fish and a big whale. It's so cool, man.
I'm down to see it, but I think it might be a home experience for me.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
How much are movie tickets these days? 30?
Forget it. No, maybe 20 for that because it's Dolby and you gotta have the 3D glasses.
Oh, okay. And then you spend another 50 on snacks. Yeah.
You gotta see it. 3D.
I do.
You gotta see it 3D for sure.
The IMAX 3D or whatever. Is that where you saw it?
Yeah, Dolby.
Dude, that had to have been more than $20.
I don't think it was.
You don't think so?
I don't think it was that bad, dude. But it was it's sick. Go see Avatar 2, The Way of the Water.
Dude, what did James Cameron pay you to say that?
Yeah.
Listen, Gilbert, you're going on TEDJONESWORLD, right? You better talk highly of Avatar 2.
I'll do
Cameron
it for
now
free,
Italian.
dude. Terminator 2 is so good. He gets my business for
Arnold
life
Schwarzenegger. How do you feel about him?
What are you talking about?
As a person.
I don't know. He's probably fine.
How do you feel about The Rock, since we're on talking about big ass
talking about
jack dudes?
Big hunks, dude?
Yeah. large hunks. Liam Hemsworth, hunk episode.
I bet The Rock is probably more annoying.
You know what? I appreciate his hustle. Appreciate everything that he's done so far in his career. You know, he's worn so many hats. Started off as a football player, getting cut. But he's got to talk about the juice, man. He's got to talk about the gear, the steroids that he's on. He has never addressed it. He said that maybe one time when he was 18 or 19, he experimented with it. But like, look at this dude. As I'm popping him up right here. Yeah, dude. You are not this jacked. It's like, it can't be healthy for your body to carry around this much weight and muscle at, what is he, 45? 47?
Like 3 whole chickens a day.
Yeah, something crazy like that. Yeah, he's a crazy diet.
Jesus Christ.
I would just switch to vegan, man. But I'm not on the sauce, so I don't know.
Dude. He'd be tiny if he was vegan.
No, he wouldn't.
You think? I don't think
he'd be
ripped.
that big. He'd be more ripped. Get a little cardio action. Though.
Yeah, he's that man is filled with animal protein. Come on. So is Arnie. Arnold. Now I think about it, Arnold would be just as annoying. They'd probably be equally annoying guys to be around. They're both like very like.
Did you see Pumping Iron with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Bro, you gotta watch that. That was one where like you talk about him being annoying. He was just like the most cocky dude around everybody else lifting, which like, I mean, that's why he was number one, but he would just be like, look, you need to eat more steak. You'll never be as big as me. Just like seriously talking like that.
Jesus.
But I mean, that's why he was Olympia so many times, dude.
Yeah. I mean, he's a fucking massive guy.
Yeah. He's a big guy.
I don't know. Who are the other big guys? Like, there's The Rock, Arnie. There's one like every 20.
Liver King.
What?
You know about Liver King?
Who's Liver King?
You don't know who Liver King is?
No.
He's this guy who, like, for a year was saying he never did steroids. Pop him up.
Yeah, pop him up because I'll have to look it up.
And he was saying for a year that he never did steroids when it was so absolutely clear that this guy has been doing steroids. He would just go on TikTok and Instagram and be like, what's up, primals? And he would just be eating legit liver of a cow.
Like raw?
Of whatever. Yeah, raw liver, dude.
Dude, the raw meat guys are so funny.
He would eat like cow testicles. It's insane.
And then they always end up getting sick. And they're like, bro, I just had some bad raw meat.
I don't know, but he would talk about how his way of, like, you need 9 ancestral tenants to live. Like, you should be.
What does that mean?
Bro. I can't believe you don't know this guy.
That guy sounds just so annoying.
Let me show you a picture of him just so you can get a. God. I'm sure you've seen him.
Oh wow, that guy is jacked. Yeah,
and like you see, like he's
pretty jacked, but he's on all of the steroids.
Yeah, dude. Like everyone talks about that. I think it's
the when you can see the fucking veins,
the striations also, like between your chest and shoulder.
Yeah, that's not natural. That's steroids, right?
Yeah, I'd say a good telling of that is when somebody is like extraordinarily veiny, and especially like up here near the chest.
And you see
like
the
right
neck.
Near the neck. Yeah,
whenever I see the neck, like anybody getting in shape for a Marvel movie, that you can always tell they're on steroids.
And sometimes like your bicep muscles, will just like be popping out.
Yeah, you think Hemsworth's on him for Thor?
Yeah, he was on some sauce. That's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Like when you just see a big change in a person's physique over like 3 months, where it's not just like leaning out, it's also like leaning and getting bigger. Like those two separate things don't go together.
Like Pratt when he got all like jacked for Marvel. I think they're making all those guys roided out.
I mean, they have them take like some sort of human growth hormone or something like that.
I saw something interesting. There's like a picture, like there's a shot of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in X-Men 1, like 20 years ago. And he just looks like a normal guy, like with his shirt off.
Really?
Like he's like handsome. He's handsome Hugh Jackman. Yeah. But he's not, he just looks like a normal guy. And then they show a picture of him in like one of the most recent ones. And he's like shredded. He has like the steroid veins and stuff. And he's just got huge like what happened to us?
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough for sometimes like when you start getting big, man, you're like, oh, I just want to keep getting big. Like I've had that kick in the gym before when I'm like, should I maybe try something? I've had that thought, dude.
You're a gains guy?
I'm a gains guy. But I also like to lean it out, dude. Like I haven't eaten today. Fresh fast.
You're fresh fast?
Fresh fast.
Damn.
No food. I stopped eating at like 11:45 last night, 11:30. It was a late snack night.
Even dinner tonight?
After the show, probably come back home.
Yeah.
So it ended up being like 23, 22.
Jesus. My version of that is like I just don't like eating before a show just because I don't feel
How
good.
many hours do you think?
Multiple.
Like 2 or 3?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
Just because I don't like the way it feels, not
Yeah,
because
bro.
I'm like like in my head. It's
Well, I
just
think
like,
that
I'm
it's,
just like,
but that's also part of it though. Like your body is spending all that energy focusing on digesting the food instead of the jokes in your head.
I remember the first time I realized it. I was in Memphis doing shows like 6 years ago, and I had just eaten ribs.
Like before at the comedy club?
Like an hour before my set.
Oh.
And I was just like about to, like, I was like 22, 23, so I was like way more physical on
And
stage.
you like you were going to barf.
And I was like,
Oh my gosh, bro.
okay, let's calm down. Oh, Memphis rocks. You know, it was awful. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's like smoking weed and I never drink before going on stage, but you're sober still, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I had a little bit of an accident, and I drank something I didn't know was alcoholic on my birthday this year. Had a bit of a little relapsey.
Really?
But I feel a lot better afterwards.
Wait,
I felt
but
terrible.
but how do you know that it was a relapse? Like you just tasted it and you were like, I want more?
Yeah, blacked out.
Fuck.
Blacked out. Yep. Wow. Blacked out in a cab.
Yellow
Ruined a
cab,
sweater.
Yellow cab, curb.
I don't know.
Fuck,
I didn't call it.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
I know, but I feel like
Feel
so much
good,
more
ready to
refreshed
go.
about it. Like I'm never doing it again.
Right.
I think you gotta make that. We're getting deep today, bro.
No, it's good though. It's good, and every day is a
Yeah.
freaking new challenge. It's like it with everything, you know. Dude, we were talking about Soul Plane. I guess we'll quickly wrap it up before
haven't
my
seen
filmer
Soul
gets here. Dude, I was watching it. And I was crying. I could not believe the jokes they were letting these people get away with back then. It was
never seen it.
insane.
I gotta watch Soul Plane now.
Yeah, you got to watch it. But we were talking about Terry Crews. He's like 28 in the movie or something. He looks amazing.
I gotta watch Soul Plane and Con Air back to back. Wouldn't that be sick,
Who's in Con Air?
dude? You haven't seen Con Air. I haven't seen Nicholas or Soul Plane.
Plane.
Nicolas Cage is in Con Air, and it's like a plane full of prisoners. Like they're going to
Never
a
heard of that.
jail.
I kind of miss him, man. He was good. Nicolas Cage.
He's awesome, dude.
Right.
He's been
I remember
in
I
some
saw
bangers lately.
Face Off. You ever see that? I haven't seen that in years.
Dude,
Now.
I love it. I will watch Face
Who's
Off.
that with again?
Nick Cage and
and-
John Travolta.
And Johnny Travolta. They switch literal faces.
It's directed by John Woo, so it's just fucking bonkers, dude. Oh man, yeah, Nick Cage rips. He's gonna be Dracula in this new movie coming out.
Oh, is that a Disney one though?
No, it's like a regular movie for people. It looks
people.
pretty sick. Yeah, for grown-ups.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Adam. Let's get to the show. Let's crush.
Bam.
Guys, thanks so much for listening to the Ted Jones World podcast. Adam G Comedy. For those of you who don't know, Adam, we're popping up right here, so why don't you hold it?
Wait. Oh yeah.
There you go. Look how beautiful that is. Anything exciting coming up that you want to share?
Lots of shows that I'll be promoting on Instagram that I'm forgetting right now. Bye.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.